All right, hello everybody. Just thought I'd do a little quick video on another one of my bikes here. This is the one I actually end up riding the most, even though I have other bikes that are, quote, better quality or whatever. But I'll show you some video of the trail I usually ride on. It's really great for that particular purpose. So anyway, let me switch views and I'll show you the bike. All right, here it is. It's a Breezer, which I think is just like a REI brand. It's not an expensive bike. But I'll show you some of the things I like about it. If you notice the handlebars in relation to the saddle is fairly high, so it makes it comfortable. I've ridden a lot of mountain bikes like that I'll put skinnier tires on, but this one, it's got a much taller head tube, so it gets the bars up higher. And then these are 40C tires, so a little bigger than, like a drop bar bike, gives you a little more cushion. And just got a simple 1x crank here. It's only a few hills, so it's plenty. Really don't need any lower gearing than that. And then the pedals are a nice wide platform if you're riding tennis shoes, or like I took this one down to the coast, so you can even ride barefooted with these style pedals if you want to. And just simple V brakes, which I actually prefer for the most part over the disc. They're just so simple and trouble free. Of course, I have disc brake bikes also. They have their purpose, and they're great on mountain bikes, but for just a simple bike, the V brakes work really well. And got my extra tube and stuff in there, and then little bag in the front is enough. I can carry my cell phone, my keys, and I have a little Allen wrench set, everything to fix a flat and all that. When I really started liking this bike is when I switched the bars. I'd had a couple different handlebars on it, and I bought these Ritchie bars for another bike, and I never could. I think this is the third bike I've had it on, but this is the first one where it's like it kind of clicked and it's comfortable. This bike has a short top tube. It's about 55, and I'm a little short-waisted, so that's the style bikes I like. But these bars, you can see they actually go forward and then back a little bit. So on the bikes with a longer top tube, it still made the reach too long for me. And this one's got a teeny stem. You can see it's really short. I think it's really small. I think it's like a 50 or something like that. But anyway, the overall length works really good for me. And with the curve here, it's not a full sweatback, but it's enough that it makes the angle on your wrists better. So it makes it more comfortable. And like I said, I usually ride this one on the trail, so it's the only bike I have that has a bell. And even though there is the smaller bells that do kind of the more, higher end ones that do the high ding, and this one for pedestrians, when you do that, it's kind of a friendly sound. They instantly know it means bike, in my experience. And then a Bontrager commuter saddle, a little more comfortable than the stock one. But that's it. That's the bike I end up riding the most, just because it's easy to hop on. If I go, it's about 1.5 miles from my house, and then the trail out and back is 8 miles, so I do about 11 miles, at just a easy pace. It's a great bike for, just riding on the paved trails. I have gone gravel a little bit, but it's really a street bike for sure. Just thought I would share that one with you, and The trail runs right along the edge of the creek. It's really pretty. A lot of it goes through wooded areas, and it's a real pretty place. I'm very thankful that I have a place to ride, because where I was living before was just in the middle of the city and not bike friendly at all. But this one's great. Anyways, I'll try and get a few more shots along the trail on my way back, but hope everybody's doing good, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Went off off the trail for a little bit just to try and go along the creek, but I forgot it had been raining, so it's kind of muddy, but we made it. Really nice now that it's springtime before it gets hot, but don't need a jacket or anything, and everything's green from all the rain we've had. Best time of year for sure. Coming up here, one little road you have to cross right here, but it goes across an old iron bridge. When I was a kid, I would always ask my grandmother to come by here so we could ride across the bridge, 'cause I liked the sound that the wheels made when the boards, were kind of loose when you'd go over it in your car. It's kind of similar to the sound you get riding on a bike on some of the wooden little bridges too. I can't remember the bridge. It's either late 1800s or real early 1900s. Made out of iron and the wooden slats. Still fun to go across. Still got to try and be a kid when you can. And there's the old railroad depot over there. And there's only two places the trail crosses the road. There's that one, and then there's one even smaller. So about as safe a place as you can ride. Alright, and it does cut through the cemetery. There's a train in the background over there. They're making some noise, but it's where my grandparents and my great-grandparents are, and where I'll probably be someday. But I figure that every time I ride by here, it's healthier and hopefully longer life, but more important than that, good quality of life. So enjoy that I get to ride past today. There are some lightning bugs. I don't know if they showed up or not. This part right here, I would say it's about 200 acres. It's private land, but so happy that they haven't built houses on it. They're building houses everywhere. So I hope that this stays the way it is. It's getting near the end of the trail, but I'm really grateful that I have this place to ride. Good for the body, mind, and spirit to be able to be in nature and ride a bike. I'm grateful. And